Ooh, hold on a second. Pause. One. Okay, hello everybody, sorry about that. I'm back. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. FS25 today, says Catman Charlie. Oh yes, the day's finally here. I'm very, very excited. We are going to be, excuse me, we are going to be unboxing our Farming Simulator 25 Collector's Edition today. Here it is. Arrived last night. Very, very excited to check it out, see what's inside. But we'll wait a couple of minutes, let a couple more people join. Sorry we're starting a little bit late, and sorry for the interruption there, but we should be good to go now. Let me know how the music is, by the way. The music you're hearing right now is actually Farming Simulator 25, if I pan my camera around a little bit. The game's already running. I've already installed it. A little bit. I cheated a little bit. I actually technically have already opened this. I'm very, very sorry. The reason that I've already opened it is because I wanted to actually do the unboxing, but I also wanted to actually play a little bit of the game in today's stream. So I took off the plastic wrap. I very carefully opened up the box, slipped out the game code and downloaded the game and installed it. So the game is actually installed and ready to play, but I haven't looked at anything else in here. I have, like I say, I literally just took the download code out and then put everything back together, put it all back in. I have no idea what else is in here. That's what we're going to find out today. How are you today, Saul? Says Stormtrooper. I'm very good, thanks. I'm very, very good. I'm very excited because I've been waiting so long for this. And we're finally here. It's finally time to take a look inside the Collector's Edition. So what we're going to do, like I said, first of all, I'm going to actually open this up and we're going to see what's in it. That should probably only take about half an hour. After which, I'm going to actually switch over to my PC and we're going to play some of the actual game. It's not going to be the first proper episode of the series. We're going to start that on Friday with Farm Sim Friday as usual, but I do want to just very briefly get into the game and check it out a little bit and see what's going on there. Let me just turn the music down a little bit there on the game. So that's the plan. First half of the stream, unboxing. Second half of the stream, we're actually going to play the game. I also want to do a little bit of a comparison between this and this, the Collector's Edition from Farming Simulator 22, which I also own. Obviously, they're both Collector's Editions, so I thought it'd be interesting to sort of see what's different about them, what each version offers, and how, which one has more to offer, which one is, better value for money or whatever. So we're gonna, take a look at this one. See what's different about it compared to this one, and then we're going to actually play some of the game. So that's the agenda for this evening. Okay, so I'm probably going to move the camera a little bit so that you're in a better position to actually see what's going on. So I'm just going to pop you down there. There we go. Hopefully you can see all right there. Ooh, let me just adjust my chair a little bit so that I'm a little bit lower. So as I say, the game is already running. I've already downloaded and installed the game. I've got it running just so that there's a little bit of background music on the stream. But apart from that, I have not taken anything else out of this. I have no idea what to expect. Well, I do know what to expect because it tells you on the back exactly what's in it. But I haven't actually looked in it properly apart from taking out the download code so that I could install the game. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. So first of all, on the back, it gives you a rundown of everything that's in here. You can't read it because the camera's flipped, but I'll just give you a brief rundown. So there's the game itself, Farming Simulator 25. It is on a physical disc, but there's also a download code if you don't have a disk drive on your computer, like I don't. There's also the 16-bit edition of Farming Simulator, which is really cool. That, again, is on. Pretty cool. I do still have most of my brand stickers from 22 that haven't been used because I don't really have anywhere to put stickers. But there's 32 brand stickers in there. There's, of course, the USB ignition lock, and you can see that on the front there as well, a little bit clearer. The USB ignition lock with 2 keys. That's what I'm most excited about. That's really the big selling point of the collector's edition for me personally. You know, I love my peripherals. We got the beacon light there, which came in the collector's edition of 22. So I'm excited to add another peripheral to our little setup here with the ignition key. There's a keychain to go with the ignition key, a little giant software keychain. There's 3 A2 posters, and as you can see behind me, I've got my posters from Farming Simulator 22 on the wall there. Again, they came in this collector's edition, so I will be taking those down and putting the new posters up from this one at some point. And of course, there's a pre-order bonus, which is the New Holland Gold CR11 edition. That's a download code as well. Same with the game itself. I've already actually taken out the code and downloaded the add-on. So the game is ready to play. As soon as we've done the unboxing, we will switch over to my PC and I'll actually show you some of the gameplay as well. But let's go inside. Let's have a look. Oh, one more thing before we look inside. I know you're anxious to see what's in here, but one more thing is I just really want to very quickly run down what's different between this collector's edition and the collector's edition of Farming Simulator 22, because they are actually quite similar for the most part. So they both contain the game itself. They both contain modding tutorials. In the case of 22, it's modding tutorials 4.0, and in 25, it's modding tutorials 6.0. They both got 3 A2 posters. As you can see, I've got my Farming Simulator 22 posters up there. They both got 32 brand stickers. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same brand stickers or different brand stickers. We'll find out when we look inside. And they both have a peripheral. Obviously, in the case of 22, it was the beacon light, and in 25, it's the ignition lock. So that's really where the similarities end. This also has the 16-bit edition of the game, which wasn't in the collector's edition for 22, and it's also got the keychain as well. So it's got a couple of, I think it's got a couple of features that mean it's a bit more. You know, it's got a bit more to it than the 22 collector's edition. So hopefully, when we look inside, which we're about to do right now, we should find some pretty interesting stuff. So let's go. Let's open it up and take a look inside. First thing I see when I open it is this. The keys to our tractor, and we're actually going to be able to use these keys to control our in-game vehicles, which is really cool. I really hope these work with Euro Truck Simulator as well, because I want to get the ignition lock working for Euro Truck too. But there's the keys, there's the ignition keys. And here is... Oh, this is the keychain. Oh, really nice keychain. So it's got the Giants logo on it, a little metal G there, and another one that just says Farming Sim. Both of these are metal, which is pretty cool. And obviously, we'll be putting our keys on there at some point. It does have a little bit of a sticker on the back, though. A little bit of plastic stuck to the back of it. Let me just peel that off. So there we go. There's our keychain. And there's the ignition keys. And then there's a cable for the actual ignition lock. Standard USB cable. We've already got a special dedicated port on our USB hub to plug this into because I knew that I was going to be getting this. And inside here, there it is. There it is. There is the actual ignition lock. Okay, hang on. Let me just try and put this back in carefully. I don't want to damage the box too much. There we go. So there it is. That is the ignition lock. The USB cable goes in the back there. It doesn't have sticky pads. I was hoping it'd have sticky pads on the bottom so that it wouldn't slide about on the desk. Although, I get, yeah, these it does have these sort of plastic pads around the screw holes on the bottom, so it seems to be, it's pretty solid there. I don't think it's going to slide about too much on the desk, which is good. But you can see on the top, it's got a giant software logo. It's got the actual ignition lock there, and there's also an LED, which I guess is just to indicate whether it's plugged in or not. And the states on it, you can't read because it's mirrored, but there's off, on, and start. So let's give it a quick test. We'll put our key in. There it is. There's the key in. Oh, that's good. It's very, very clicky. I like it. So that's the off position. If we do it 2 clicks to the right, that's the starter, and then 1 click is the on position. Pretty cool. So that's going to be going on the desk next to the steering wheel. And like I say, I'm really hoping that this is going to work with Euro Truck Simulator as well, because it'll be really cool. But for those of you who are wondering, yes, this is an actual ignition lock, and it will work with your in-game tractors, so you can get on the game, you can put your keys in, and you can actually start up your tractor with a real key, which is really cool. Someone said, how much was the box, says Ob. The box, the collector's edition, is £60, which is not a bad price for what you get. Like I say, I think the biggest selling point is definitely the ignition key here, but there's lots of other stuff in it as well. You can buy this now. You don't have to pre-order it. I pre-ordered it, obviously, but you don't have to pre-order it. You can get the collector's edition right now. I know that the pre-orders were available on Amazon and Game, but I'm sure it will start to become available in other places as well now that the game's actually out. But yeah, £60 for the collector's edition, and it's got quite a lot of stuff in it. So there again is the ignition key. I am going to put this to one side for now, and we're going to put, I will put the keychains on, the keys on the actual key ring later on. But there's still plenty more to see, so let's keep going. Ooh. Okay, so here is the actual game. Here is Farming Simulator 25. I'm just trying to close the box. Here's Farming Simulator 25, the actual game, the real thing. Just a quick read of the back. It says here, operate 400 plus machines, authentic with GPS and ground deformation. Grow 25 crops, adding rice, spinach, peas and beans. Tend to farm animals, new in the barn, goats, water buffaloes and offspring. And download mods, developer-tested user creations via Mod Hub. Cool. There are actually some mods already available as well, which we'll see when we get into the actual game. But there it is. There is the actual physical copy of the game, and as you can see at the bottom there, this includes the MacDom pack, which is a pre-order bonus. If you've pre-ordered any version of the game, it doesn't have to be the collector's edition. If you pre-ordered any edition of the game, you should get that MacDom pack as a pre-order bonus. And if we just look inside here, oh! It's got another keychain. There's another keychain in here. Okay, that's pretty cool. This one looks like plastic, though. It looks like a rubber keychain. It is. Oh, look at that, bendy. So we've got a metal farming simulator keychain, and we got a rubber farming simulator keychain, and we've also got a metal giant software keychain. So it's got 3 different keychains in this one box. That's pretty, maybe a little bit overkill. One would be enough, but pretty cool anyway. And if we look back in the box again, you can see, let me just pop these out because that's got the actual download codes on it. The game is on 3 discs. Surely it can't, yeah, it is 3 discs. They are labelled disc 1, 2 and 3, so if you are planning on installing this game manually via a disk drive, bear in mind that there are 3 discs that you will need to use. But of course, it does also come with a download code. I'm not going to show you the download code, obviously, because I don't want you downloading my game. But on the other side of this little leaflet here, there's a download code for the game if you don't have a disk drive and you want to download it online. And there's also a flyer for Nitrado or Nitrado. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's the multiplayer server hosting thing. And for once, I'm actually going to use this because I am planning on doing a multiplayer server for Farming Simulator 25. So I will be getting a server set up, probably with Nitrado, because this is a voucher to get a discount on it. So yeah, like I say, at some point there will definitely be a multiplayer series in Farming Simulator 25. So if you want to join me in Farming Simulator 25, it won't be long before the multiplayer server's up and running. But that's the game itself. 3 discs. Plus download codes. There it is. There is Farming Simulator 25. What's next? I suppose next we'd better look at this. The 16-bit edition of Farming Simulator. This is really cool. This is a really cool little thing that they've done. It's not the first time they've done it. There was another version, another 16-bit farming sim, or it might have been an 8-bit version. I can't remember, but they did like a retro version of farming sim a couple of years back. But this is the 16-bit edition, which is really cool. Ethan says, "Can you show us the starter key?" In just a second, Ethan, I will show you the starter key. Yes, but on the 16-bit edition, it says. Well, it says a lot of stuff. I'm not going to read the whole thing because we'll be here all day. But let me just cut it open and see what's actually in here, because it doesn't. I'm not sure if there's actually a disc in here or if this is a download code as well. But we're about to find out. It's a very thin box as well. I don't like thin boxes because they break too easily. Okay, but there's the 16-bit edition. Oh, it does have a download code. I'm not gonna. There we go. There we go. There's a download code on there if you want to download the 16-bit edition. But there's also a disc version. There's 2 discs. The game is on disc 1, and then the soundtrack is on disc 2. And once again, there is a download code for that as well. Let's try and... So there we go. We've got FS25, and we've also got Farming Simulator 16-bit edition. Pretty cool. And now we're on to the printed stuff. Let's open the box up once again. Ooh. I'm just going to leave it open now because we got most of the big stuff out of it. Oh, one more disc, actually. There's another disc in here. There is the modding tutorials. So if you're interested in making mods for Farming Simulator, everything you need to know is on there. There's also one of these in the FS22 Collector's Edition, but obviously it's been updated. You can see there Well, you can't because it's mirrored, but this is version 6.0 of the modding tutorials, and it is on a disc, which I don't want to damage because I might actually use this at some point. There's the modding tutorial disc, and there's also a download code on the back for this as well, so if you want to download the modding tutorials, you can do that as well. So just to reiterate, so far this collector's edition has 6 discs in it, because the game itself is on 3 discs, the 16-bit edition is on 2 discs, and the modding tutorials are also a disc. So there's 6 different discs there. 16-bit edition, says Charlie. Yes, there is a 16-bit edition of Farming Sim. It originally started as a little bit of a joke, but then they went and turned it into like an actual full-fledged game, and you can get it in the collector's edition of Farming Simulator 25. I'm actually going to give this a try. It will be really cool. Maybe we'll do a one-off Farm Sim Friday where we actually try and play the 16-bit edition. Is it on the original Xbox One, says Jay. I'm not actually sure if the game is. I know the collector's edition is PC only, but I'm not sure what platforms the game itself is available on. So I can't help you there, unfortunately. Okay, now we get into the posters and the stickers. So once again, subscriber specials farming. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, Henry. Maybe for 10k, I'll play the 16-bit edition of Farming Simulator. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable. So last up, we have the posters and the stickers. Once again, same as with Farming Simulator 22, there's 3 posters and 32 stickers. You can see my Farming Simulator 22 posters are on the wall there behind me, but we will be replacing them with the FS25 posters, sorry. And there's also 32 stickers on 8 sheets. So let me just pull those out. Ooh, let me just remove that as well. I don't want you to see that. That is my download code for the New Holland CR11 Gold Edition, which is another, I believe, another pre-order bonus. Okay, but we do have plenty of stickers and posters. We'll look at the stickers first, and we'll save the posters until last. So we have here a couple of brand stickers. We got Bergman. That is a class Zerion, I believe. We got a Case Quad Track there and an Amazon Cedar. We've got Deutz Fahr, Grimm, Continental, and Fendt. We've got Holmer, John Deere, Hardy, and Horsch on that one. We've got Cockling. Not sure what this brand is. Unfamiliar with it, and it doesn't have the actual name on there. Someone let me know if you recognise that logo. And Kemper and Komatsu on that one. Then we've got Kuhn, Lindner, sorry, always pronounce that one wrong. Krone and Lemken. There's quite a lot of stickers. I didn't realise how many stickers 32 stickers was. It's quite a lot. We got Massey Ferguson, which is a portrait sticker, whereas all the rest are landscape. That's pretty interesting. We've got Pottinger, Manitou, and New Holland there. There's still more. We got Samson. We've got Trelleborg tyres. We've got Roper, which is another landscape one, portrait one, sorry. And we've got Strautmann, the trailer manufacturer, among other things. Animal feed equipment and stuff like that. And then on the final sheet, we have some very cinematic looking pictures. We've got Valtra down in the bottom left there. We got a general Farming Sim one in the top right. This one is Kubota, another portrait one, and I cannot tell what this tractor is because there's no branding on it and the lights sort of drown it out. So it's a Zetor. If you look really, really closely, you won't be able to see it on stream, but you could just about see the Zetor badge on the front there. So that's the last sticker sheet. Once again, I don't actually know if these stickers will ever get used because I don't really have anywhere to put stickers. It might be a good idea to get like a board, like a pin board or something, and just cover it in stickers, you know, just to have somewhere to put these, because it'd be a shame to not use them, you know, it'd be a shame to just leave them in the box forever. But there they are, there's the 32 brand stickers. And finally then, we have the posters. Let me just put the stickers to one side. So the posters I'm pretty excited for. As you know, the 22 posters are already up on the wall behind me, and I will be putting up these 25 ones at some point. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing these. You can see on the front side, they are maps. So there's a poster for each of the base game maps: Riverbend Springs, Hutan Pantai, and Zeylonka. And then the other side has other stuff on it. So let's see if we can show these posters on stream. Okay. Ooh. So this is Riverbend Springs. This is the American map. And on the other side, we've got the crop calendar. Quite a few new crops on there, which we'll take a look at in a moment. Then we have, is this Hutan Pantai? It is, yes. So this is Hutan Pantai. This is the East Asian map, which is the one that we're going to be doing the multiplayer server in when we get round to it. Very, very excited to check out this one. And on the other side, look at all these products. These are all the products that you can get in the game. It's got all the crops, all the animal products, all the greenhouse stuff, all the, you know, fertilizers and all that kind of stuff. Loads and loads of stuff on there. I will actually switch to my front camera later on and show you the posters in a bit more detail. But that's the one for Hutan Pantai. And then the third one is going to be for Zeylonka. There's Zeylonka. Now, if you've played the premium edition of Farming Simulator 22, you'll already recognise this map, because Zeylonka is from the premium edition of Farming Simulator 22. It's a Polish map. You can tell by the long, thin fields, which are characteristic in that part of the world. And on the other side, it has our different production plants. So, you know, your sawmills, your canning factories, your potato processing greenhouses, your biogas plant, all that kind of stuff. And that's everything. That's everything that's actually in the collector's edition. So before we go into the actual game, I will show you the posters a little bit closer on my other camera. But that's everything that's in here. So just to recap, once again, we had the game itself, we had the collector's edition, not the collector's edition, we had the 16-bit edition, we had the modding tutorials, we had 32 brand stickers, we had 3 A2 posters, and of course we have the USB ignition lock. There it is again for you, with not 1, not 2, but 3 keychains for it. So that's everything that comes in the collector's edition of Farming Simulator 25. Before we jump into the game, don't worry, I am going to be playing in just a few moments, but one more thing that I would like to do is just to show you what the posters look like up close. So let me just put these collector's editions to one side there. And we will, one second. I'm going to lay them out on my bed, and then I'll flip the camera so that you can actually see them properly. Okay, so here is the poster for Riverbend Springs. Once again, this is the American map. As you can see, got a big river running through the middle of it, hence the name. And on the other side, we've got the crop calendar, so you can see all the crops in the game there: wheat, barley, canola, oat, corn, sunflowers, soybeans, potatoes, rice, long grain rice, sugar beet, sugar cane, cotton, sorghum, grapes, olives, poplar, red beet, carrots, parsnips, green beans, peas, spinach, grass, and oilseed radish. That's 25 different crops in total. And that's, you know, the best time of years to plant and harvest all of those. So that's the first poster. The second poster, let me just unfold it. The second poster there is for Zeylonka. I picked up the wrong one. I was supposed to get Hutan Pantai first, but this is Zeylonka once again. This is the Polish map, which was originally bundled with the premium edition of Farming Simulator 22. And on the other side, we have the production plants. So you can see there all of the different production plants and what goes in and out of them. So, for example, the grain mill takes in all the grain crops and produces flour, and so on and so forth. So there's quite a lot of new stuff here as well. The canning factory, I believe, is new. It looks like we can make like jam and preserves and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Cement factory, that's definitely a new one as well. The rope maker, I believe, is new. I don't recognize it from previous games. And the soup factory, that's definitely a new one. We can actually make potato, carrot, parsnip, beetroot, and I'm not sure what that is, but we can make different kinds of soup. That's pretty cool. And then the third and final poster is going to be for Hutan Pantai. There we go. So this is Hutan Pantai. Once again, this is the East Asian map, which we're going to be using for our multiplayer world. And on the other side of this one, you can see all of the different products that are available in the game. So we got the crops here in the top left. We got all the different grass, hay, and bale types. We got all the different stuff that can be made with production chains. We got all the different animals. We got all the greenhouse stuff, the yield boosting stuff, and the miscellaneous stuff. Quite a lot of stuff on there. And just to compare this with FS22, there's the FS22 product poster, and here's the FS25 one. So you can see quite a lot more stuff on that one. And the same goes, again, for the production chains. You can see there's like 12 different ones on there, whereas this one has got like 20, I think. And, of course, last but not least, the crop calendar. There's the FS22 crop calendar, and here's the FS25 crop calendar. So a lot more stuff on all of those, which is pretty cool. Ooh, there we go. So yeah, the posters, definitely very cool. Looking forward to getting these hung. But I'll film it. Don't worry, we are finally going to check the game out in just a moment. Just got to make sure I fold these up properly. There we go. Right, let me just pop all these back in the box. If I can. I can't. You know what? I'll leave them out. I'll sort that out later. Because you're here to see the game, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end the stream here, and in about 5 minutes' time I will be starting the stream back up again on my computer, and we're actually going to dive into the game and see what it's like. So I'll see you in about 5. There we go. Just pop out my go. Make that a bit wider. And better do a voice test while I'm here, aren't I? Okay, there we go. Good, good. That's all I wanted to check. Okay, hello, welcome back, everybody. We're in the game. We are officially in Farming Simulator 25. Welcome. We'll give it a minute for people to rejoin the stream. But hello, if you're just joining. We've just unboxed the actual Collector's Edition, the physical box. We've just opened that up and seen everything that's in there. And we are now about to dive into the game and actually play it for the very first time. I haven't set up the ignition lock just yet. Maybe I'll try and set it up now before we actually dive into the game. So, I mean, it should be a pretty simple setup. We've got the actual thing here. It's got a little socket in the back for the USB. Let me just turn the in-game music down just a little bit because that's quite loud. Music volume. There we go. Okay. So here's the cable. Plug that into there. And this should... Okay, there's a light on it. It's white at the minute. I think it should just be plug and play. We should be able to just dive straight into the game and use this. One thing I do notice is when I try to push the key in, it does just push the lock about. So I will have to find some way to sort of fix it to the desk so that it doesn't move about. But once the key's in, we can turn it without moving the thing too much. It's just putting it in and out. Moves it quite a bit. So like I say, I'll try and sort of fix this to the desk in some way at some point. But that is the ignition lock set up, and hopefully it will work as soon as we dive into the game. But here it is. Here's Farming Simulator 25. Here's the actual game. We're going to dive properly into it. Before we actually play, I'm going to just quickly go into downloadable content. And as you can see, there's already quite a few mods available. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 17 different mod categories already that already have mods in them. Of course, we have the MacDom pack, which was a pre-order bonus, and we also have the New Holland CR11 Gold Edition, which came with the Collector's Edition of the game. But let's have a look at what these actual mods are. There's VG Live Map. Development tool that allows you to export technical data. Okay. We don't want that. Do they have any lorry mods? We'll take a look in just a second. Gameplay, there's obviously the government subsidy mod. This has been in every farming simulator for like the last 10 years. I'm not surprised that this got added on day one, but we're not going to download that. Tractors. Oh, there's already 2 tractor mods. The Agco Alice Series 9700. We'll add that to the download list. And the John Deere 7810. We'll get that as well. Trucks. There's the Volvo FH16 6x4 plus Palfinger Epsilon M127. Oh, I like it. So it's a Volvo FH16 with a log lifting arm attached. We'll have that. Under Power Harrows, there's the Kuhn HR4040 and Venter 4030. Power Harrow and Cedar. We'll have that. There's the Nordsten NS3003. We'll have that as well. Under Subsoilers, there's another Kuhn there. We'll have that one, the DC401. You know I like my mods. You know that we're going to be downloading all the mods straight away. John Deere 1775 NT there, Big Cedar. MacDon Pack we already got. Class Jaguar. I actually have a model of the Class Jaguar somewhere. I don't know where it is. I've got like a little, an actual, like toy Class Jaguar somewhere. Mowers, there's a Kuhn mower. There's a Kuhn tedder. There's a lot of equipment from Kuhn there. Kuhn windrower. And government subsidy again. I think that's everything. We've downloaded everything except the government subsidy and the VG Live map. And if we go to installs there we go. So we've already got 10 mods. We haven't even started playing the game yet, and we've already got 10 mods downloaded. So let's play the actual game. The US map is the best one, using it now, says TC Agri. I am definitely going to be checking out the US map. I think we'll check out the US map now. So obviously Riverbend Springs is the US map, Hutan Pantai is the East Asian map, and Zelonka is the Polish map. What I'm probably going to do in future is I'm going to play on Zelonka in my own personal time. That's just going to be my map that I play by myself. I'm going to stream Zelonka... Oh, why can't I... Oh, something's... There we go. I'm going to stream Riverbend Springs as my single-player map, and obviously when we do multiplayer, we're going to do that on Hutan Pantai, the Asian map. So for today, we're just going to dive into Riverbend Springs. Just because I just want to get a little bit of an idea of what's on offer. So we'll go New Farmer. We'll put the starting money up to $1 million. This is not going to be our serious playthrough. This is just to, you know, try some stuff out. Our serious playthrough will start on Friday. So we'll just give ourselves a load of money. We'll have no loan though. And we'll put a start farm and guided intro tour on as well. I'm curious as to what those look like in this game. So let's dive in. Let's give it a go. Oh, I pressed back instead of continue. Whoops. Oh, I need to switch those buttons around. They're not mapped the way that I would have them. But never mind. Let's dive in. We got 12 mods here apparently. 1 second. Let me just go back to. Oh. Okay. So apparently, it doesn't show us when mods are in the process of downloading, which is a little bit annoying. It only shows they only show up once they've been fully downloaded. Not a big fan of that. But anyway, we got 12 mods active. Let's jump in. It does show you, says Eddie. I must have just missed it then. We are playing on ultra-high graphics, by the way. I don't know how well that's going to go down. I can always turn them down if necessary, but it automatically detects the graphics profile and it's set it to ultra-high, so we'll see how that looks. It's probably going to be the first time I've ever played Farming Sim with graphics that good. What are my PC specs, says Oscar. My PC specs, I have an RTX 2070 graphics card, that's 8GB. I've got 32 gig of RAM and an Intel i5 11400F CPU. So, good specs, good specs. In fact, I noticed when I was looking on the actual box, the minimum recommended specs are exactly the same as my old PC. So my old PC would have only just met the minimum requirements for the game, whereas this new PC should be pretty good with it. There's a lot of bugs apparently, says Sophie. Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected, to be honest. As much as I hate it, and I hate the fact that we live in a time where games will just release with a ton of bugs and everyone is just like, nah, it's just how it is. As much as I hate that, that is just how it is. Games these days, they just come out with loads of bugs, and we all have to pretend that that's a normal thing that we should be okay with.
Have I been muted, says Scott Ashton. You haven't been muted, Scott. No, I can see your comment just fine. Okay, taking a little bit of a while to load. It might be just because it's the first time launching and the first time actually going into the game. But then again, you know, Farming Sim 22 always took quite a long time to load as well, so we'll hopefully, like I say, hopefully it's just a one-time thing because it's the first time we're launching the game. I like the music though. I'm sure that's not going to become annoying within a few days. Because the menu music in FS22 and 19 and 17, they definitely didn't become annoying after 2 days of playing the game. I definitely didn't just completely turn the music off in FS22 because it was getting annoying. No, but it is good. It's good. It's just repetitive, you know. What are you playing, says Henry Shenton. We're playing Farming Simulator 25. Okay, we're 98%. $99. Looks like it's stuck on 99. Oh, 100. There we go. And we're in. Oh. It does this as well. When you press start, it takes a minute to actually start. But I have pressed start. Let me just press it again just for good measure. Aha! There we go. Okay, character creation. I'm not going to spend too long on this. I'll try and make my character look the same as I had in FS22. Which was... God, which face did I have? I think this face. Oh, hang on. Yep. We got to have my luscious long hair in there, so let's go with... Let's go with bottom right. And obviously a nice nice dark brown. There we go. Okay, select. And the outfit. Let's just go for a pair of overalls for now. Let's go Voltra because I'm a big fan of Voltra. I don't really want the hat though. Can I take the hat off? Yeah, I don't want the hat. No hat, thank you. There we go. Gloves. Let's go gloveless. No glasses. And I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty similar to the character that I had in... Ooh, that hair's a bit nicer though, to be fair. No, we'll stick with... We'll go with this. We'll go with this. I'm going to make the hair slightly brighter. I think that's a bit closer to my my colour. There we go. And let's jump into the game. Let's not spend any more time on this, because otherwise I'll be here for hours and hours and hours. Let's go for that. Thanks for following Wilder B1234 and Finley123 and FR3D DU88. Thank you. Is it on Game Pass? I'm not sure if it's on Game Pass or not. I don't have Game Pass, so I have no idea what's on there and what isn't. What's Patreon? Says Norwich City FC. Patreon is just a place where you can support me financially. It costs £1 a month, and you'll get your name on this board. Shout out to my current Patreons, Kate, Sophie, Gabby, Jess, and Daniel. Thank you all very much. There's a link there in my bio if you want to check it out. Okay, we're in. Welcome to your new farm. It's mid-morning when you arrive at your new farm. Walter, your grandfather, is no longer able to make the farm, to look after the farm, so you are now taking over. Familiarise yourself with the game before you go to greet your grandfather. Okay. Let's start with the interface. You'll find all the important information on your screen. So we will. There's weather, the date, the time, our balance, minimap down on the left, tour progress. Now that you know the basic user interface, let's move on. You can't just stand there. Please go to the marked location using the direction controls. Left stick for player movement and right stick for the camera, of course. Whoa, that sensitivity is incredibly low. Look at that. And I'm already noticing quite a bit of lag there. I hope that's just a temporary thing. My view sensitivity, though, that's obscenely low. I'm gonna have to turn that up right now. I'm sorry. That's unplayable. Where would it be? Oh. Game settings or general settings? Oh. Or maybe controls. Let me just use my mouse for a second just to try and find this. Camera sensitivity. Let's turn that up and see if that does anything for us. Oh, that's better. There we go. The lag's normal until cache loads, says Eddie. Thanks for the heads up, Eddie. So it will go away once the game's a little bit more, you know, once things have loaded in. Game says, the game is Farming Simulator 25. We're playing it for the first time. We've literally just started, so let's go and get on with it. How often are you live? I'm live every second day, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on a 2-week cycle. But I only play Farming Sim on Fridays, usually, just so that you know. Okay, hello. You can talk to people on your farm and at specific locations on the map. Press the button to talk to them. Start conversation. Okay, left button down.
Welcome to our lovely farm, kiddo.
Oh.
I'm glad you're here to continue the family business. The fact that you're about to take over the farm...
Let me know if you can hear the in-game voices, by the way.
When your father told me on a visit that he didn't want what I built here, I thought that was it. He even called it a dung heap when he left in his fancy suit. And then he stepped into manure on the way to his car. It's okay that he does his own thing, but I thought I had to sell the farm. Thanks to you,
I don't know how long this goes on for, by the way.
You don't know what that means to me. Otherwise, your crazy uncle might have turned it into an amusement park with the main attraction of catching chickens on the fields or something. Anyway, let's not talk about that just now. I can tell you some stories later. And just so you know, I'm not out of the picture just yet. I'm here if you need me.
When are you live till, says Ob. Probably another hour or so. I don't know how much of the game we're actually going to explore today. I just wanted to, you know, sort of get a little taste for it. So maybe half an hour, maybe an hour.
Want me to give you a quick tour and show you some things?
Now, when you say a quick tour, is it actually going to be quick, or are we going to be sat here listening to you talking for 20 minutes? I got to say, though, pretty cool. We've actually got voiced NPCs in Farming Simulator. I like it. Go on, give me a tour. Make it a quick one, though.
Let me show you a couple of things. Ease you in. There will always be people to help you out, but it's good to have done all the steps yourself, at least once. Right next to the farm, we're going to work on a field. There's also a big tractor with a cultivator.
Okay.
I'll walk you through how to operate it. I can't wait to see you get started.
Okay, we're moving. Is he going to actually move, or is he just going to teleport over to the tractor when we get there? I have a feeling it's the second option. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Oh my god. He's vanished. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, isn't it? We're not actually gonna ever see him move. He's just gonna always be just standing there wherever he needs to be. Look at that. How did he get there? How did he do that?
Are you ready to roll?
I'm ready. I'm ready,
Hop
Walter.
onto the tractor and attach the cultivator. It's just to the back.
Okay. Look at this, by the way. What a classic-looking Challenger here. This is the Agco tractor.
Just
Oh,
like
it automatically
that.
starts the
Exactly.
engine as well. We need to set that
Now
up. We need to
do the
sort
work.
that out.
Meet me at the field over there.
I wanted to do that with my key. As soon as you get in, you can drive off, drive to the marked spot, and let Walter explain your first task to you. Accelerate and decelerate, steer the vehicle. Yeah, I know. But here it is. Here's the Challenger. Oh. Okay, a little bit of lag there. What I'm going to do really quickly is I just want to go to game settings and set the stop and go braking off and automatic engine start off. Okay, so now... Oh, why is my camera drifting? I don't know why the camera's drifting, but just ignore that. Now, hopefully... Look at that. It's beautiful. I love it. I might have to stay in third-person camera just because the first-person camera is drifting quite a lot. Oh, hold on. If it'll let me change the sensitivity settings from in-game, then that's actually not that big of a problem. I don't think it will, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that from the main menu. I think I just need to add a bit of a dead zone to the left stick. Ooh. How am I changing gears here? I'm not sure how this... There we go. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's... Okay. Something a little bit weird going on with the controls here. Oh, okay. What's all that about then? You probably can't see very well on stream, but in the bottom right-hand corner you can see my gear shifter, and every time I shift up to neutral, it just instantly goes back down to -6. I can't shift into forward gear. Okay. Definitely a problem there. Caused by God knows what. Okay. Eddie says you can change sensitivity in-game. There's nowhere here that I can change the sensitivity and dead zone of my controllers. I can change the sensitivity of... I can change, like, the look sensitivity. I can change the camera sensitivity and the, like, steering sensitivity, but I can't actually change the dead zone, which is what's causing the stick drift issue. I think I am going to actually have to go back to the main menu very quickly just to sort this issue out. Just like Clarkson's tractor says, Lancer Doc. Yeah, yeah. Okay, but it's okay, because I think I know how we can fix this issue. So if we go to Options, Device, this one here, then we just... Oh, which one's the look stick? The right stick. If we just add 1% to the dead zone, then that should get rid of the drift issue. In fact, I'll add 1%... No. I won't add 1% to the steering dead zone. I will add 1% to both sticks. I'll add 1% to both sticks. I'll keep the steering axis at 0, and I'll keep brake and accelerate at 0 as well. And that should be okay. Right. Then we just dive back in. And hopefully it won't take as long to load this time, because it's already loaded once. Watch pronouns, says Shane Reaper. She, her. Thanks for asking, Shane. Okay, be back in just a moment. Oh, that was very quick, actually. Look how much quicker that was. Oh, we've left the engine running as well. Can I shift out of... Okay. I still cannot shift out of reverse. Bit of a problem there. Okay, so something's clearly not working. Game settings. Automatic engine start, stop and go braking. Go to controls. Vehicle driving. Okay, there doesn't actually appear to be any... Go down to where it says gears. Ah, gearbox. Shift gear up. That's... Okay. Can't do that, apparently. What about down? Nope. What about shift group up? Nope. Okay. Key 2. Nope, still won't work. So it appears that my control panel just doesn't work at all with the game so far. Yeah, none of these. If I press space, it maps the button. But if I press anything on the panel, it doesn't respond at all. And you can see the little blue light there. The panel is on, and the game did say that it detected the panel as well when I first launched it. But for some reason, I cannot use the panel at all to control anything in game. So I'm pretty sure that's probably a bug that will hopefully be sorted out. I don't know what we're going to do in the meantime. We'll have to use numpad up and down, I guess. Let's try that. But this is what's confusing me, because I am actually using the gear shifter here and it is responding in game, but then when I try to map the controls, what did it say? Numpad up. Turn change direction to automatic. Where do I do that? I forgot to set gear shift mode to manual. That would explain a lot. Oh my god. Oh! I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. That was my fault. I'm sorry for blaming the game for that. It works. Now it's working. That was just my fault. That was just me being an idiot and forgetting to change the gearbox to manual. I'm sorry. But it's working now. Do we have a beacon light in this tractor? It doesn't have a beacon, unfortunately. I can't use the beacon light because this tractor doesn't have a beacon. Ooh. Okay, there we go. But it's working now. Don't worry, it's working now. Don't be mad at yourself, says Stormtrooper. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry that I wasted your time, guys. Oh, is ground deformation active by default as well? Because I really want to see what the ground deformation looks like. Okay, why can't I go backwards? I've shifted into reverse gear. Can't go backwards. Another little problem that I'm sure is my fault, but we'll find out. Okay. I really want to see... Oh, it is working! Oh my god, look at that! Hold on. How do I get out? I don't know how to get out of the tractor. How do I get out? I can't get out! But can I not get out because it's the tutorial? Yeah, I don't think I can get out during the tutorial, but if I zoom in, you can see the ground is actually deformed there. The ground deformation is working, which is really cool. Oh, and now I can't drive anymore again. What is going on? 6 setup. Thank you very much, Walshy Kimry.
So before
Very
we
kind
can
of you.
sow anything on the field, we need to take care of the stubbles, cultivate it, prepare it for the next season. Otherwise, the grain will not grow very well.
Yep.
Lower the cultivator and drive straight ahead. It's easy as spilling milk.
Okay, Grandpa. Whatever you say. To continue, press left. Why am I pressing left mouse now? Okay. What? I'm really confused. Now my acceleration pedal's not working either. Oh, what? Now I can only go backwards. So a minute ago I couldn't go backwards, now I can't go forwards. Look, when I shift into reverse gear and press the accelerate pedal, it works. When I shift into forwards gear and press the accelerate pedal, nothing happens. And I've just kicked my pedals. There's a few teething troubles, you could say. I'm not moving. I'm just not moving at all. Straight up not moving. Look, you can see my foot in the tractor going up and down on the accelerate pedal, and it's just not moving. But as soon as I switch into reverse, now it's reversing. What's this about? How are you finding the game, says PTBB. Well, so far we haven't seen much of it because, unfortunately, I don't have a clue how to actually make anything work. You're in 18th gear, says Farms with Will. Well, I've just gone down to first gear, and as you can see, still not doing anything. Maybe I'll restart the engine. Nope. Doesn't work. Game broke. I can't drive. Can I drive with WASD? Nope. I can steer, but I'm pressing W, and that's not working either. So even my keyboard and mouse won't drive. Do any of these buttons do anything? Oh, I moved forwards a bit there. What did I press? I pressed something and moved forwards. Reset game? I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to quit the game again. I'm not gonna save it this time because it's gonna... What's different about it, says PTBB? So far, nothing, because I haven't played enough of it to see what's new. Like, I've literally... We've been, like... It's been 20 minutes, and so far all we've done is get in a tractor and attempted to make it move. Thanks for following, Manuel. Don't do the tutorial, says Ob. I want to do the tutorial, though. I do actually want to do the tutorial, just because I always do the tutorial just to see, you know, what's changed about it from the previous game. Okay. Okay, now we're driving. We're now moving forwards. Probably go up a bit higher. Ooh, that's better. Definitely need to change that to miles per hour as well.
Here we are. So before we can sow anything on the field,
let's try
we
this
need
again.
to take care of the stubbles, cultivate it, prepare it for the next season. Otherwise, the grain will not
Thanks
grow
for following,
very well.
Sa.
Lower the cultivator and drive straight ahead. It's easy as spilling milk.
Okay. You got it, Grandad. Is this a... It's done it again. We're just going to have to quit the tutorial, because for some reason, as soon as I'm in the tutorial, I can't do anything. Lower the cultivator first. I have lowered the cultivator, Sophie. I've just done it. I'll lift it back up and lower it down again. See if that works. Nope. The tutorial bugged, says Eddie. Yeah, I think the tutorial is definitely bugged. For some reason, it won't let me do the tutorial. Maybe it's something to do with the ignition lock or the control panel or something like this. I don't know. Maybe there's some conflict going on. But it will not let me continue with the tutorial. How do I quit the tutorial then? Abort guided tour. There we go. Nope, I still can't move. Oh, I've accidentally hired a worker. Whoops. Right, there we go. Okay. So the tutorial's bugged. If you don't know how to play the game, then you're on your own, because the tutorial does not work. At least for me. Let me just turn around. Okay, now, what if I try to cultivate this bit of land outside of the tutorial? Because this is one of our fields. So let's try and cultivate this. Oh, look at that, it works perfectly. So it's just the tutorial. It's literally just the tutorial that's not working. Okay, how do I toggle GPS? Because I really want to try the GPS system. Oh, thank you for following, Oroli96. Hold down B, says Eddie. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me just... I'll have to map that to the control panel at some point. Thanks for following Jensen as well. Okay, hold down. Oh, it says there, mode AI worker, hold 1. Aha! There we go. Steering assist. Working width. We can change the working width. We can change the number of headlands. We can change the work direction. We can side offset. We can show lines. There's quite a lot of settings we can adjust there, which is pretty cool. But we'll just go for this as it is. Activate lane. If you can hear that, that's the sound of my foot touching the accelerator pedal and not doing anything. I don't understand why this is happening. I really don't. I've activated lane. It's locked on to this lane. I'm putting my foot on the accelerator. I have my foot hard down on the accelerator. You can see in the cab there that my foot is hard down on the accelerator and it's not moving. Nothing's happening. And of course, as soon as I shift into reverse, it starts moving. Okay. It's got to be a problem with the control panel. It has to be some problem with the control panel that it doesn't recognise that I'm in gear or something, even though it says in the bottom right that I'm in gear. Like, as soon as I switch to reverse gear, it drives. When I switch to forward gear, it doesn't. I don't know what could possibly be causing that. Any ideas? If you have any idea what's causing that to happen, let me know. Reversing disengages GPS, says Eddie. It does, yeah, but then... as soon as I get outside of the field and switch to forward again, it still won't move. It will not move in forward gear. Did you reset your settings to default, says Farmer Brian. Hold on. Oop. There. General settings. Or while we're here, let me just... you need to reset your control to default. Which control? Reset all. Let's try and reset all. Okay. Thank you, Farmer Brian. That appears to have worked. Okay, it's working. We've actually done it. Yay. And we are using lane assist, which means we just lock onto the lane and it'll keep us in a dead straight line. What happens if I actually steer? Nothing! Look at that. Oh, hold on. If you steer enough, if you turn the wheel far enough, it'll like detach from the lane. But that's pretty cool to know. So it will keep you in a more or less straight line unless you turn too sharply. I like that. That's pretty handy, honestly. Thanks for the heart me, by the way, Farmer Brian. I'm not sure when you sent that, but thank you all the same. I don't see gifts when they pop up, so I have to check back. What are your pronouns? Says Melon Lover. She, her. Thanks for asking. Oh, I forgot to... I pressed the wrong button to lift the cultivator, it seems. Oh, no. I just forgot to lower the cultivator and did that entire row with the cultivator up. Well done, Saul. Always handy to actually look behind you and make sure that you are actually doing the job that you think you're doing, because I missed an entire row there. Game says, Eddie, the game is Farming Simulator 25. Which we are having a wonderful time with now that we've actually got it working. It's looking pretty good. What map are you on, says Ruben Bitcliffe. We are currently on Riverbend Springs. Look at that. Don't even have to touch the wheel. I do have to remember... I've done it again, though. I forgot to put the bloody tool down. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Ruben. I was saying I'm on the American map, Riverbend Springs. Okay. It's 4:30, so I think we'll keep playing for about half an hour. Like I say, my first proper episode of the series is going to be on Friday. But I do want to keep playing just for a little bit longer, just so we can check out some of the other new features. Okay. So, I think what we'll do next is go and check out what other equipment we've got. The ground deformation is pretty cool, says Farmer Brian. It is, Farmer Brian. Honestly, I really like the ground deformation here. If I crouch down, you can... Oh, that's not the crouch button. How do I crouch? There we go. If I crouch down, you can see there that the ground actually is like 3D. Like... the tyres actually leave marks in the ground, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that ploughing, the ground has a 3D texture when you plough as well, which is pretty cool. And look at that, you can see there's like quite deep ruts in the ground there, you can see there. Which is really cool. I actually really like that. I think that's one of the features that I have sort of been most excited for. Because it just adds so much more realism to the game. Okay, we're done with the lane assist. We're done with this field for now. How are you liking FS25 so far, says Brandon? Pretty good, pretty good. We've only been playing for half an hour, and most of that was just troubleshooting to get things working. But I do like what I've seen so far. There's definitely some bugs. Like I say... Unfortunately, that's how games are these days. There's always a ton of bugs when a game first comes out. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. But yeah, there's been a couple of bugs, but my experience so far has been quite pleasant. Okay, I know this is not the place to park this tractor, but I'm going to park it here anyway. And we're just going to go and check some of the other equipment we've got in this world, on this map. So we have the wonderful Massey Ferguson 8570, which actually is a combine that I really like. I love older combines. I love sort of retro combines, and this definitely is one of them. So I'll be looking forward to taking that for a spin. Not sure how big the header is. It's an 8570 header. It looks wider than any of the starting combines that we've had in previous farming simulators. I don't know if that's definitely the case, but just looking at it here, this looks wider than the starting headers from previous farming simulators. We also have in here a Great Plains Cedar. This is definitely bigger than we've had in previous farming sims as a starting cedar. Look at the size of that. That's a beast. We got a bag of seeds there. Do we have any other equipment? Let's have a look at the map. There's a trailer around there. There's our main tractor. Oh, we got another tractor as well. I didn't realise. There's another tractor in here? Oh, there is. Oh, I completely missed that. We got the John Deere 3650, which I believe is the same starting tractor that was on. Oh, come on. What was the American map in FS22? Whatever. Elm Creek. Elm Creek. I believe this is the same starting tractor that was in Elm Creek in FS22. Pretty cool tractor. Obviously, a little bit of a visibility issue there, but I mean, I guess even if there wasn't a big thick bar in the middle of the cab, there's also the exhaust pipe, which affects visibility too. But yeah, very good old John Deere there. Grandad's back at the house. And we also have a trailer, which is in here. And it's a FarmTech EDK 650, so about the same size as starting trailers in other farming sims. Not really anything particularly exciting, but you know, not bad nonetheless. There's a boat in here. I don't know whose boat this is. Probably Grandpa Walter's boat. Will we get to take the boat for a spin? I don't know. Hey, Clarky, how are you doing? Hickory Brook Farm. This is a sell point, so there's an actual sell point here. I remember reading that there's like farmers markets in this one, so you can actually take your produce and it like actually will appear in these boxes. When we bring over like fruit and veg and stuff to sell here, it'll actually physically appear in these baskets, which is pretty cool. Just, you know, makes it feel a little bit more realistic. There's an American-style school bus. That's pretty cool. He completely just went through that sign and across the grass, though. So, you know, might want to fix the AI drive-in for the buses there, Giants. But, you know, that's a small thing. That's not going to affect us. Okay, what else have we got then? Oh. I'll have to turn the autosave off as well, because I'm not a big fan of autosave, if we're being honest. But yeah, so that seems to be all of the starting equipment. I don't know if there's anything else elsewhere. Potentially. There's a boat there. So I believe this is an... a player controllable boat, by the fact that it appears on the minimap in the same and this one here, they're, you know, sort of the same icon style as our vehicles, so I think those are usable by us for river crossings. Eddie says AI cars do overtake you now, do they? That's pretty cool. Again, I feel like a lot of the improvements in this game are like little realism improvements, which I personally am a big fan of. I'm all in favour of more realism. Here's the entire map, by the way, in case you wanted to see it. And from what we've seen in the promotional materials, the river is a very usable part of the map. Like, the river is sort of integral to this map. I don't know how much that's going to actually be the case. We'll see. You can't drive the ferry, you can only go over on it, says Jake. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we could, like, get on the ferry and then drive it up the river and, you know, get dropped off at a different ferry point. That'd be really cool. It's a shame if that's not the case, but, you know, I guess you can't have everything. Okay, do we have a car? Because I would quite like to have a drive around. We don't have a car, but we can buy one. We're going to go and buy a car. Here's the shop. Here's the shop menu. Looking pretty slick, pretty shiny. I might have mentioned it before though. I'm not very. I don't like how some of the shop categories are sorted here. Like, there is no reason for these to be 4 separate shop categories. There's no reason to have a separate shop category for pea harvesters, bean harvesters, spinach harvesters, and vegetable harvesters. All of these could just be classed as vegetable harvesters. It's a small thing, but I don't really understand why there's 3 separate shop categories for these items. It makes the shop a bit cluttered, in my opinion. That's just a small thing that I wanted to point out. In terms of, I'm not going to look through the entire shop. I don't want to see absolutely everything that we got. We'll explore in our own time. But I do want to get into cars. A Skoda. We can get a Skoda. We can get a Skoda. Skoda Kodiaq. Okay. That's cool, I guess. I don't want one. I'll be honest with you. I don't want a Skoda, but it's there. I actually kind of want the ape. We're definitely gonna be using this in the Hutan Pantai map. But I think for today, we'll just go for a classic International Series 200. Okay, there's two designs. We'll go with design 1. No trailer hitch. Chassis colour. How do I change the chassis colour? 4. Ooh, very nice. And rim colour. Okay, I like it. And can we customise the license plate as well? We can. I don't know what we'd customise it to, though. Ashindak 1. There we go. How do I... Oh, no, wait, hang on. Go back 1. Go back. How do I go back a letter? There we go. And then 3 to confirm. Okay, there we go. So the shop menu, again, pretty much the same as in FS22, but it does look a little bit more sleek. I do like the menus. I think the menus look a lot more... nice. I don't know what the word I was looking for there was. Okay, but here's our car. Here's our international pickup, and we are here at the shop. Oh, I forgot. I have to actually use my keys now, don't I, to start. Okay, so here we are. I'm wondering what all these markers are. Because there's a lot of markers in a lot of different colours. So let me just go and have a look. So the blue marker here, I believe, is for fuel. Is that what this blue marker is signifying? A fuel station? And then across the road here, I'm gonna not drive very safely, but there's 2 more yellow markers and a red marker. Again, I'm not sure what the markers are actually showing. The red one appears to be the animal dialogue, but then there's another one here. Is this the animal dialogue? I'm a bit confused as to what all of these. Ah, there we go. They actually show up on the map as full icons, so they are all things. Katie, okay. Let's go and speak to Katie. Katie looks exactly the same as my character from FS22, apart from the hair. Let's go and say hi to her. Let's see what's going on there. Here's some animals, by the way. Here's some little pigs, little piggies. Okay, so that's what the yellow icon was. The yellow icon there was Katie. Hello, hi Katie. Do you how do I speak to you? L.
Oh, hi. You're Walter's grandkid, aren't you?
I guess I am. I'm
Katie.
sorry that
Nice
I'm
to
not
meet you.
looking at your eyes. That was an accident.
Let me welcome you to
Once
our
you've
small
started
town.
talking to
As I
someone
just
as well,
said,
you
I'm
cannot
Katie.
move the camera at all
I took
until
over my
you've
parents'
finished
farm
talking
4
to
years
them.
ago,
So we're just
continuing the family business after traveling the world
straight,
as one does.
you know.
But
I'm sorry,
I'll tell you all
Katie.
about
I
that another time.
apologise.
So what can I do for you?
I'm just introducing myself to the
That's
neighbours.
very admirable of you. What else can I tell
Thought
you?
says it's Jack.
Ah,
I'm liking
I
it so
specialize
far.
in
Liking it
livestock.
so far.
We got chickens,
definitely a couple of
cows,
bugs.
sheep, pigs, horses, even bees. Also our recent additions, goats and water buffaloes.
Goats and water buffalo, they're the new
Quite an
animal
eclectic
types,
ensemble
which
of
we'll
creatures,
definitely be getting
if
to
I
grips
can say
with
so
at some
myself.
point. But yeah,
If you
so
wanna dip your
far,
toes into
I'm
animal
liking it.
husbandry, come to
My
me.
first impression is pretty
I'm
good.
not only dealing with the livestock, I can also give you important advice. I've been working with animals all my life, you see. Even when traveling the world, I occupied myself with the local fauna. And I collected some stories on the way, if you're interested sometime.
Sure,
That
sometime,
and
but not
some
today,
myths and
Katie,
legends.
please. I'm a little
Maybe I
bit
should
busy.
start a podcast. Anyway, I'm sure you and I have got stuff to do, animals to feed
16
and so on.
answer, thank
So
you
don't
for the
let me
heart
keep
me.
you.
Much appreciated.
I'm sure we'll have time to talk again.
Yes, I'm sure we will. Thank you, Katie. Sorry for staring at you inappropriately. I couldn't help it. Literally couldn't help it. Oh, I'm wondering actually, what happens if I... Okay. I just wanted to test what happens if I turn the keys while I'm... Oh, what happens if I turn the key off and then get back in the car? It turns the engine off. Okay, that's... So if I turn the ignition key on and then get in the car, it starts the engine. Okay, I was just a little bit curious as to what would happen there, but now we know. Okay, where shall we go next then? I wanna try and see, you know, as much of the map as we can today. What are the blue markers, I'm wondering? The steering sensitivity could do with being turned up a bit as well. Just want to mention that. So this is a sell point? Is that a sell point? It's a loading station. Liquid manure, and I can't see this one because I'm stood right on top of it and it won't let me. Manure and liquid manure. Okay, I see. Oh yeah, there's the actual manure pit, which is already looking quite full. So this is the animal dealer, and it appears like all the different animal types are available here. You can see there's some sheep over there. We got horses there. There were pigs around the front. I don't know where cows and chickens are. Ooh. Oh, there's some cows. Yeah, definitely need to turn the sensitivity up on the steering wheel, but I can sort that out later. So there's the cows. She did mention water buffalo and goats as well, but there doesn't appear to be... they don't appear to actually physically be here in the pens at the minute, which is a shame. Oh well. Next up, let's head down to the river, because I actually want to see... I want to check out this ferry. I want to get to grips with it and see how it actually works. Oh my god, yeah, this steering is not ideal. Okay, most of the controls are the same as in FS22, and it like automatically maps them the same as in FS22, which I do appreciate. Okay, if we turn left here, that should take us down to the river. I forget how to indicate though. That's how. Oh, and we've hit a wall. Or a fence. I think, to be honest, it's just the wheel, like my actual wheel, that's the problem, because, you know, it's getting old, and I've had it for quite a while. Stormtrooper says, so I have to go, dinner time. No worries, Stormtrooper, see you later, thanks for joining. Hope you've liked what you've seen so far, and don't forget, I will be playing it properly for the first time on Friday. That'll be when we actually start our serious playthrough. So this is the ferry. How long are you streaming till today, says Tom? Probably not much longer, only another 10-15 minutes or so. I just wanted to sort of check out the game and see what's what. It appears that we are in a low gravity environment. I'm just noticing now. Are we in space? Are we on Mars? That's seems a little bit slow, the jump there. What car, says Hayden? That's the International... Oh, what was the name of it? Let me just check. The International Series 200 pickup truck there. Okay, I just want to have a quick look at this houseboat, because I believe we can build houseboats in this one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've heard, you can actually build houseboats as a project, similar to the wagons, not the wagons, the pianos on Zelonka. We can't go into this one, presumably because it's someone's house, and we'd be intruding. But I think we can build these at some point. Oh. Well, this is a little bit unrealistic. These are supposed to be big enough for people to actually walk on, and I can't actually fit through there. Whoops. Fortunately, though, whoa, I'm in the water. I was going to say, fortunately, I can defy gravity with my jumps. Can you show all the tractors that's in the game, please, says Aaron. We can take a quick look in the shop in a minute, yeah. Warning, water level may rise without warning. Use extreme caution when in the water. Life jacket zone. Okay. Another houseboat there. Can we go up? Oh, we can go up. We can... So we didn't actually climb up the ladder there. We just jumped straight up to the second floor. I hear frogs. Can we actually see the frogs? That would be so cool if we can actually see the frogs. Froggies. Okay. We can't see the frogs. That's a shame. I'm disappointed that the frogs are not actually visible. What map will you play on? Oh, got to go bye, says Hayden. Bye, Hayden. Thanks for joining. What map will you play on Farm Sim Fridays? So I'm going to be playing at Riverbend Springs for my solo playthrough. And we're going to be doing Hutan Pantai, the East Asian map, for our multiplayer playthrough. I don't know when the multiplayer server is going to be active. I just want to, just to clarify for everyone, because I know that some of you are very excited for the multiplayer server. I don't know exactly when the multiplayer server is going to be going up, but we will be doing a multiplayer server, and it will be in Hutan Pantai, which is the new East Asian map. Okay, start ferry. Okay, the ferry's moving. Now again, unfortunately, we can't actually control it. We can't drive it wherever we like. It has like a pre-programmed route. But it is still a pretty cool little feature. Not sure how much it's going to get used because there's also several bridges in the map. Like it'd be I think more interesting if there were no bridges on the map and the only way to get across the river was the ferry, because at the minute there's not really any reason to use the ferry other than, it's cool. Oh, we forgot to start the engine. Can you swim, says Ben. I don't know. Let's find out. Hold on. Okay, we've crossed the river. Let's just take a dip. Yes, we can swim. There we go. There we're swimming along. Not the best swimming sounds, but we can swim. Oh, what's this? Oh, whoa, I want to check this out. Ooh. Whoops. One of the things I'm most looking forward to is just exploring the map and just finding little, you know, interesting places. This place here looks pretty interesting. Let's see what it is. So it's some kind of tunnel, like canal tunnel. It's completely boarded up. Will we ever be able to go in there? I don't know. I would say probably not, but... And there's steps up to the top as well. Interesting. Okay, where else can we check out? Because I do want to bring the stream to a close quite soon. Was there anything else in particular that I wanted to check out before we finish? Oh, production chains. Let's have a quick look at these. So there's the available production chains and the owned production chains. I just want to have a quick look, see what kind of productions we've got. So at the bakery we can make bread from flour or rice flour. That's pretty interesting. And we can make cakes, again, with flour or rice flour. At the biogas plant, manure, silage, slurry and sugar beet. At the canning factory, we can make canned peas, jarred green beans, kimchi. We can make kimchi in this game. That's really cool. We can make kimchi in Farming Simulator 25. We'll definitely be doing some of that. Noodle soup. Preserved beetroot, preserved carrots, preserved parsnips. We can make bags of rice and boxes of rice. I'm not sure what the difference between these two are. Oh, they're different sizes. And we can bag some spinach as well. At the carpenters, we can make furniture. Cement factory, we can make cement bricks, bags, and roof plates, which is interesting because I believe in this game, whenever you build stuff on your farm, you actually have to provide the materials to build it as well. Like if we want to build a new barn, for example, we'd have to bring over the wood and the cement and everything else to actually build it. So that's pretty cool. At the cooper, barrels, bathtubs, and buckets. At the grain mill, obviously all of our flour types. At the oil mill, same again, all the oils. Paper factory, we can make cardboard and paper. At the playground maker, we can make toy tractors. That's cool. There's a rope maker, there's a sawmill, a spinnery, a tailor's shop, and the wagon builder. So quite a lot of interesting production chains on this map, which I do appreciate. What else? There's the crop calendar. Again, lots and lots of new crops available. The new crops are rice, long grain rice, green beans, peas, and spinach. And obviously there is the carrots, parsnips, and red beet from the premium edition of FS22 as well. On some buildings there's a separate tab, says Hayden. Thank you, Hayden. Cow pasture. Oh, we already own 3 cows. I didn't realise. We've already got 3 Angus cows. Cool. Let me just take a quick drink. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So here's the contracts tab. Again, pretty much the same as the contracts tab in FS22, although it does look a lot nicer. And I believe all of these people are actual NPCs, so you can actually go and talk to all the owners of these fields. Sorry, I've just got to block someone. And I believe that you can actually get contracts from them as well. So if we go to speak to Katie in person, then we can get contracts from her that way. So instead of just opening up your contracts tab and selecting a contract, you can actually go and speak to these people and they'll give you the contract in person, which is pretty cool. And I would assume that it's the same NPCs on every map. But that's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Then there's the prices and the settings, and that's pretty much everything. Harry says, I've ordered my collector's edition. It's not here till Sunday. I'm sorry, Harry. I'm sorry you've got to wait till Sunday, but trust me, it is worth it. When you get your hands on this thing, look at that. Look at that. This was worth it. This was worth £60. And all the other stuff that came with it as well, but it was worth it just for this, honestly. This is so cool. Worth the wait. Okay, I'm going to head back to the farm. Ooh, whoops, wrong direction. This time we'll cross the bridge rather than the ferry. But one last thing that I do want to do, because a couple of people were asking for it, is I'm going to go into the shop and show you everything that's available in the shop, just so you can see what sort of stuff is on offer. Okay, this was not the right way to get to the bridge, was it? Oh, look at this as well. Oh, okay, so I'm not sure how this works, but I'm assuming and I'm really hoping that this works the same way as the train, where you fill this up with grain and then you press a button to send it off and it actually moves. If someone's already tried that, and you know, if you can confirm, please do. But I'm really hoping that that's how it works. Like, you fill this up, you send it off, and you actually get to see the boat leave and deliver your product to wherever it's going. I really hope that is how that works. But if it isn't, again, do let me know, because I would like to know. You can swim in the river, says Becky. Yes, you can. I've already been for a little bit of a swim. Please excuse my driving as well. I do need to actually adjust the steering settings and stuff like that, just to make it a little bit more realistic. Oh, there's another boat down there. That's a really cool looking boat. Oh, hold on. Back up a sec. Is that boat over there is moving, isn't it? It is. That boat is actually slowly coming towards us, so I'm guessing that that does work the same as the train then. I'm guessing that if you same as with the train, if you like go to the ferry port and press the button to call the ferry, it'll come over to you and then you can load it and then send it off. Again, I'm assuming that's how it works, and I'm really hoping that that is how it works. Has driving physics improved from FS25? I can't really tell at the minute, Taylor, because the settings that I've got it on aren't the best. I need to like fiddle with the sensitivity and stuff like that, so I can't really say just yet if it's better or worse. Okay, we're back at the farm. I want to do a little test. I'm curious. I just want to know what happens. I just want to know what happens. This is a scientific experiment. I just want to see what happens. Oh my god. He is indestructible. Grandpa Walter has abs of steel. Look at this man. Like a rock. Like a rock. Okay, I just wanted to see what happens, and apparently nothing. Nothing. Doesn't even flinch. What a guy. Literally, look at this. No reaction. Not at all. What a Chad. Chad Grandpa Walter. Okay, let's park the car up here. Oop, whoops. Do it in the tractor, says Aiden. I mean, I think it'll probably just do the same thing. I think the guy is indestructible. Like I said, I was just curious. Now we know what happens. What's this? What's going on here? Oh, it's a construction project. Okay. So if we bring 1,000 wooden beams, 1,000 wooden planks, and 1,000 long planks, then we can build a little shed here. That's pretty cool. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, anything that you buy, any buildings that you buy for the farm, you have the option to actually build them physically. Like, you have to bring the materials over to put them together. So that'll be pretty interesting to see in action. We got some bees as well. I didn't realise that we started off with bees, but apparently we do. What's in here? Is this a silo of some kind? There's our main silo. And there's a big bale turned into a sunflower. That's pretty cool. We know you can't mow the elderly down. Yeah. Not that I would condone it, even if you could, you know. Check if you can dig the ground up, says Henry. What do you mean by digging the ground up? Like, we don't have a shovel or anything like that, as far as I'm aware. We can deform the ground with our vehicles, if we just grab the Agco here, the Challenger, take it for a spin. Oh, with a digger. We don't have access to a digger at the minute, so I'd assume probably not, though. I would say that that's probably not something that you can do. Leave that behind. People have done it. Oh, okay. Maybe you can do it then. Let's try it. Let's buy a digger. Where would diggers be? Ah, excavators. Okay, yeah, maybe, I guess then. Oh, no, we can't get this with a bucket. I guess we could get a front loader with a bucket and try that. Or yeah, let's get one of these Kubota front loaders with a big old high dump bucket. Wait, will that that should be compatible. Oh, that's absolutely not compatible. I bought the wrong bucket. It's supposed to be the front loader bucket, not the wheel loader bucket. Okay, my bad. Can I look at the lorries, says Scania V8? I am going to show all of the vehicles before we end the stream, Scania V8. I'm just going to give this a quick test. And then I'm going to go through the shop and show you everything that's available in there. Is FS25 worth the money, said Apple user. Well, it's a bit too early for me to tell yet, because I've only been playing it for about an hour. But from what I've seen so far, seems like I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Only time will tell, though, I guess. I mean, like I say, I think the collector's edition was worth it just for the the ignition key, which is really cool. Like I say, if this works with Euro Truck Simulator, I will be so happy. It's such a cool thing. Such a cool feature. Am I going to look through all the shop? Yes, I am, Scania V8. As soon as I've gotten back to the farm and tried digging with this bucket, I'm going to go into the shop and see what we got. Okay, so we want to go left and then follow the road all the way around to the farm. So where can I dig? Can anybody tell me? Can I dig anywhere, or do I have to? Does it have to be in a field? Does it have to be in like a construction plot? Because I've been told that I can do it. Charlie's saying you can defo dig up the road. Yeah, I don't think you can. I hope you've not been lying to me, guys. People on the internet wouldn't just lie. But I've been told by the chat that this will work. Okay, that's not doing anything. Go in a field that's been cultivated. This field has been cultivated, so it doesn't work. I was lied to. Never mind. Let's move on. So you can't dig up the ground, as it turns out. I don't know why I believed that you could. You cannot. You have to be in... I'm not going to keep trying it, because it's not going to work. Let's go and look in the shop. Look through the shop. I'm going to look through the shop now, Scania V8. Okay. It's not that you don't. It's not that I don't believe you, but I've just tried it and it didn't work. Let's see the ignition button you got, said Jaxie. Oh yes, one sec. I just really want to quickly show. Here's the ignition key, and it does have 2 keys with it. And it's got 3 positions. That's the off position, that's the start position, and then you turn back to the neutral, to the on position. And it's pretty good. It's very loud, very clicky, very manual. I like it very much. Okay, now let's look in the shop, and that's going to be the last thing we do in the stream, because I really am going to have to end it soon. So, small tractors. We have the Landini Rex 4 GT, we have the New Holland TK4 80 methane power, the Rigitrack SKH60, Zetor Proxima HS, Fendt 200V Vario, Claas Arian 47410, Massey Ferguson MF 5700S, the Antonio Carrero Tony 10900 TTR, the Antonio Carrero Mac 4R, Fendt 300 Vario, John Deere 3650, Zetor Forterra HSX, Iseki TJW, Fendt 500 Vario, Lindner Lintrack 1330, Sammy, oh my god, Sammy's back! Or same, if you prefer, the Sammy Virtus 135 RV Shift. This brand has not been in Farming Sim since FS17. What a tractor. Oh, I'm going to be getting that. I'm definitely going to be having the Sammy. And the Deutz-Fahr 6C RV Shift. Those are the small tractors. Medium tractors now. We got the Massey Ferguson MF7S, Challenger MT600 series, the Agco White 8010 series. These are the same tractor, just different brands. Zetor Crystal HD, the Kubota M8 series, John Deere 6R series, Fendt 700 Vario, Voltra T series, Case Puma AFS Connect, New Holland T7 LWB PLMI, the Steyr Absolute CVT, the Deutz-Fahr Agrostar 8.31, Deutz-Fahr Series 70 TV HD, the McCormick X8 VT Drive, the Deutz-Fahr Series 8 TTV, the Agco Series 9700. This is a mod. This is from the Agco Alice Series 9700 mod, and the John Deere 7810, which is also a mod as well. So those two are not in the base game. Those are downloaded from the mod hub. Then in large tractors, we have the Valtra S Series, Massey Ferguson MF9S, Fendt 900 Vario, John Deere 7R Series, John Deere 8R Series, New Holland T8 Genesis Series, the John Deere 8RT Series, John Deere 8RX Series, the T Series and 8. These are the same tractor, just the T Series is on tracks and the X Series is on like quad tracks. The Case Magnum AFS Connect Series, Fendt 1000 Vario, John Deere 9R Series, Fendt 1100 Vario MT, John Deere 9RX Series, and again, these are the same tractor, but the 9R has wheels and the 9RX has tracks. The Claas Zarian 12, which I believe is the tractor that's on the box of the Collector's Edition. There it is. The Case Steiger 715 quad track, and that's it for the large tractors. Is there a glitch to unlock all for free, says Unruly Boss 1987. There isn't a glitch, no. There is a mod called Government Subsidy, which can give you basically free money. Very good mod if you just want to have fun with the game, get a load of money and buy some exciting vehicles. I would recommend the Government Subsidy mod, but we don't have it installed at the minute. And next up, trucks, and there's quite a lot of trucks here, quite a decent selection. So Scania V8, if you're still here, here is the selection of trucks. We have the unbranded Lizard Dragon, I believe is based on an Isuzu truck, but obviously Lizard branded. We got the International CV Series, which is more of a pickup kind of setup, but pretty cool. The Transtar 2 Eagle from International, definitely looking forward to checking this one out. An American cab over. Cab overs, not a very popular design in the United States, obviously. The cab forward design is the more preferred one, whereas here in Europe, most of our trucks are cab over. So it's really cool to see an American cab over in the base game. We got the Mack Anthem 6x4, the Black Anthem 6x4, the Volvo FH Electric. I actually have this truck in Euro Truck Simulator. We got the Mack Superliner 6x4, my favourite truck from Farming Simulator 22. Great to see it back. The Volvo VNX 300, Volvo FH16, the FH16 RUL HKR, which is a forestry version, and the Volvo with the Powellfinger Epsilon. Again, this is another mod, but it's got like a log grapple thing on it. And those are all the trucks. Not a bad selection of trucks at all in this one. Like I say, the Transtar Eagle is definitely one that I want to check out. I'm very much looking forward to giving that one a drive. In cars, we have the Aprilia RX 125 bike. We got the Ape 50. I guess it's technically a pickup truck, just a very small one. We got the Kubota RTV XG8 580 Sidekick, the Antonio Carrera Tiger Car 3200 GST, the Kubota RTV X1140WH, the International Series 200, Skoda Kodiaq, and the Lizard Pickup 2017. Interestingly, by the way, obviously the Antonio Carrera stuff was originally a DLC for FS22. Same with the Kubota stuff, so it's nice to see those are now base game. Then under miscellaneous, we have the Lightwolf Agri-Power and the Roper No Arrow Mouse. Again, both of these coming back from FS22. In loaders, we have the Schaffer 23E and the Kubota R640. We're not going to look through all the tools for these because we'll be here all day otherwise. Just standard buckets, forks, pallet forks, bale spikes, etc, etc. In telehandlers, we have the Manitou MLT 841145 PS Plus, The Cenebogen, the new brand in FS25, the 340G there. Fendt Cargo to T740. The Merlot MF44 9CS 170 CV Tronic. And the Schaffer 9660 T2. Oh, I'm getting out of breath already. Wheel loaders, we have the JCB 435S, the Volvo L120H, and the electric version of that, and the Volvo L180H as well. Pretty interesting to see an electric wheel loader. That could be a cool one to check out. And in skid steer loaders, the New Holland L318 and the Kubota SVL 97-2. And a couple of forklifts as well, the Young Heinrich EFG S50 and the Manitou M50-4. Okay, I'm not going to look through all of the equipment because I really want to start to bring the stream to a close. I will look at harvesters because I do want to just quickly take a look at combine harvesters, but I think we're going to leave it there because I really don't want to be spending hours and hours looking through all of this, you know. Buy the game. If you want to know what equipment's available, buy the game, or go and watch a video of someone else, because I don't want to be here all day. But I will check out Combine Harvesters real quick. So, we have the Massey Ferguson MF8570. This is the Combine that we started out with. There's also the Claas Avian 450, Massey Ferguson Beta 7360 AL4, Fendt 5275 CSL, Case Axial Flow 7150, the John Deere S7, the Claas Lexion 6900, the John Deere X9 1100, the Lexion 8000 from Claas, the CR11 from New Holland, the CR11 Gold Edition, which is a pre-order bonus, so if you've pre-ordered the game, I don't know if it's with all versions or if it's only the Collector's Edition, but I got this with the Collector's Edition of the game, and the Case AF11. And that's all for combines. And that's all that I'm going to do for today, because otherwise we're going to be here forever. Small tractors, I've already shown small tractors, Adam. If we look through everything in the shop, we're going to be here for hours. There's over 400 pieces of equipment available in the shop. I'm not going to show any more today. We've already overrun. I was planning on ending this stream at 5. We're already 20 minutes over, so I am going to have to call it there. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so, why am I blue? I'm very blue right now, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, now I'm not blue. Now I'm red instead. Okay. Sorry for the lighting in here. Let me just pop the live chat back in. Okay, so. Oh, excuse me. So. That was Farming Simulator 25. Thank you for joining. Just to recap, today we unboxed our collector's edition of Farming Simulator 25. We got all of the incredible, exciting goodies from inside there, including the wonderful ignition key, which I'm going to have to find a way to attach this to the desk because it does slide about quite a bit, especially putting the keys in. It's very hard to put the key in without holding the actual thing to get it in there. But pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to experimenting more with the ignition key and, you know, seeing if it'll work with Euro Truck and other games. So that'll be quite fun. There's no. Oh, I've just knocked my collector's edition on the floor. But yeah, that's going to be everything for today. We've unboxed the collector's edition, we've seen everything that's inside it, and we've even had a little bit of a go at the game itself. First impressions, not bad. Obviously, there were quite a few bugs, which is just to be expected in this day and age in new video games. They always have bugs. It's annoying, but it's the way it is. Believe me, I understand the irritation. But yeah, a couple of bugs, but a fun experience. I've checked out a couple of the new features. We checked out the GPS, we checked out the ground deformation, we tried using the ferry, and stuff like that. But there is still a lot more that this game has to offer, and I'm very much looking forward to... That's better. I'm very much looking forward to checking out everything else that the game does have to offer. When does the game come out? The game's already out. It came out yesterday. It's been out for a whole 24 hours already. But yes, my first proper episode is going to be on Friday. So if you want to see me like actually start my serious playthrough of the game, then join me on Friday for that. This was just a little teaser, a little taster, just to see what sort of new stuff was on offer. But yeah, the first proper playthrough, the first proper episode of Farming Sim 25 is going to be on Friday. So I think we'll end it there. Thank you everybody so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed. Once again, thank you for sticking with me while I unboxed this incredible collector's edition, and I'm very much looking forward to putting up my posters and putting my new keychains on and stuff like that. Look at the incredible keychains that came with it as well. But yeah, that's going to be it. Farm Sim Friday will return on Friday for a brand new series in FS25. FS22 is done and dusted now. We've finished with it, and here we are. We're in FS25. So yeah, join me on Friday for the new series. Not much else to say. If you've enjoyed the stream and you haven't already followed, please do. Also consider checking me out on Discord and Patreon. If you do want to join the Patreon, it only costs £1 a month in exchange for a few little benefits, and you will get your name on this board. Thank you very much to everyone who has already supported me on Patreon. Kate, Sophie, Gabby, Jess and Daniel, thank you so much for your support over there. But yeah, if you want to check out my Patreon, there's a link in my bio. It only costs £1 a month, so there's really nothing to lose, and you do get a couple of nice little benefits out of it as well. And join the Discord as well. If you are interested, I have to mention, if you want to play multiplayer Farming Sim with me, because I am going to be starting a multiplayer series, you have to be in the Discord. If you want to play multiplayer Farming Sim with me, you will have to be a member of the Discord. So join the Discord. There's a link in my bio for that, and then you can play Farming Sim with me. That's all. That's everything I wanted to say. I'm going to end the stream now because it's overrun way longer than I wanted it to. I was supposed to end at 5 o'clock, but here we are almost half an hour later. So thank you very much, everybody, so much for joining, and I will see you on Friday for a new series of Farm Sim Friday. Bye.